Hey guys, this is Katie with Vintage and Vinyl, and I am sitting on the floor in my office today because I'm getting the rest of the brooches packed up from the sale that I had with Soulmate. And I thought all of you guys might be interested to see how I package things, particularly with the jewelry, because I have a lot of fun doing some extra fancy packaging that I can't really do when I wrap a really large piece of glass. Of course, everything that you get from me will always be packaged extremely well, and I'll do my best to add some of those fun touches. Everyone in their package always gets a couple of standard things. They're going to get one of my business cards, and I have a whole bag of ready to go things here that my mom has helped me do. So I've got all of my fun cards, and then my mom has come over and put the sealing wax on them all already, so I can just grab one of these cards and sign them and put them in my package. You're always going to get one of these, one of my business cards. That's sort of the fun standard things that I put into packages. But I do have some other things when I do jewelry that's a lot of fun, and I just did one and packaged it up, so I'll do another one here with you now. I'm really upping the packaging game. I've got some really amazing jewelry pouches that everybody will be getting. They'll get one of those or one of these fun pouches, along with a box. I just ordered an enormous box of jewelry boxes off of Amazon. I think you get like 100 of them, something like that, for a very good price, maybe 40 cents each. So this enormous box behind me is nothing but jewelry boxes. So I've ordered a ton of those. You will get everything wrapped up with a ribbon. I've got some extra fun wax seal stamps that I'm using now. I found this one that has starbursts on it, which is just absolutely amazing. Of course, Nate, who is also part of our sale, he's got his own in now. So when you get a card from me, you'll also get my V&V seal, and you'll get the N for Nate if we have a jewelry sale together. So I wanted Nate to be a part of the fun packaging too. So we're really working on some fun, fancy things here. And I see Pam in the chat. Hi Pam, how are you? Pam, I just packed your order. I have this all packed up and ready to go here for you. So that was a lot of fun. And I spent some of my morning polishing some of these things up that were requested for polishing with some wonderful Haggerty silver foam. So that's another thing in my kit is Haggerty silver foam. If you're going to sell jewelry, that's definitely a must. I always ask the customers first if they want it polished. Some people don't. They like the patina, but a lot of people do like a really shiny, beautiful piece of jewelry. So that Haggerty silver foam is amazing. So I'm excited about that. So let's start with some packaging. I just thought I'd take you guys along to show you what I'm doing. I always sit on the floor in my office. I don't know about all of you guys. I know Misty has an amazing long table she stands at, and everyone does things a little differently. I have a beautiful round table that I do all my sales from, I do work from, but I really like having the floor because I can just spread out. It works extremely well for me. So if you could see my floor right now, I've got all kinds of things in little piles that are easy for me to grab and package, and it works really well. Yes, Haggerty's is amazing. So I'm going to start with our little card here. I'm going to put some sealing wax down on it in gold. So we're kind of doing a theme here, red and gold. I also have green and silver sealing wax. Now what I use is a sealing wax gun. This has saved me hours of time because otherwise you'd have to get the holder, put the little pellets in, light the candle, melt the wax. That takes forever. Sealing gun, awesome. And I have two of these so that I can mix colors. So if I want to do, red and gold together or green and red for Christmas, I've got two so that I can kind of mix colors, and one can be red and one can be gold. And I might get another one eventually so I could do like a third one with just silver. These are not very expensive. I think they're $12.99, and on sale, they're often on sale for like $8. So they're wonderful. I love them. That they're off of Amazon, and the brand is AdTech. It's a dual temp. Hey Poodle, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Yeah, the polisher is amazing. All right, so what I'm doing now is I'm just adding Nate's in to the bottom of the card because Nate was part of the sale. So we had the N and the V and V stamp. And we're going to make a little note here for Karen, who this order is going to. So I'll write my special little note as I always do, because I think that just makes it so much more personal. Let's see. All right. And then what I'll do is I'll double check to see if this person got anything else. So that's kind of how I work. Everybody does something differently. But what I'll do is I'll grab the brooch she got, which is this toucan. I know she got that. And then I go through my list here and I just sort of double check to see, did Karen get anything else? And if not, it can just be packaged up. So that's sort of how I do it. It's the only way I can keep things straight, particularly with a large sale between Nate and me. And the other thing that I always do is I check the giveaways. I make sure that this person didn't get any giveaways. And yes, she got this beautiful 1950s pink brooch from me. So she got that brooch too. And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and check it off. So both get checked off. So I know that I've done that one. That order is completed. And I think that's everything. And then I'll double check once again. And we'll get that packaged up. And I'll show you what I do with my packaging, which is a lot of fun. So I start out with some bubble wrap. And what I've been doing for the jewelry that I found incredibly helpful is this is a really large sheet for one brooch. So I'll cut it into 4 squares. And honestly, what I should do is pre-cut a bunch of these, but I don't. I just do it, a little at a time. So I cut these into squares. And I like the brooches to have padding. I know they're going in a box and a bubble mailer and the little fun brooch pouch. But some of these are just so delicate that I really don't want anything to happen to them. So I've got my little squares here, particularly when you have something like this that's just so extra delicate. And now I'm going to find a pouch that matches the brooch. So I have this lovely pouch here, and that matches that brooch. So I think that looks really nice. It's just sort of something that I think makes a big difference. When the customer gets it, they smile. It adds a little brightness to their day, and I think it looks really nice. And it kind of keeps people coming back, I hope. So that's how I package things. And then I just put a little tape. We got a little brooch bundle. It goes right into this pouch. Gets sealed up. I grab one of my boxes. Now, sometimes I'll take the little foam insert out if the brooch is too big to fit with the foam. The foam is nice, but brooches I find get caught on this, particularly if you have those 50s rivet brooches. So I don't like to always use the foam in the boxes. So there's the box. And we're just going to tape the sides down so that it doesn't come loose. And then we'll do the same on the other one and get it packaged up. I like everything to have its own box, particularly if it's a little bigger. I don't like to try to shove things in a box. If they're too small brooches, they'll fit nicely together, but doesn't always work. And I gotta say, this is a lifesaver too. When packaging things up, this tape dispenser, Misty recommended it. I do believe Pam has one. It was the first time I used it was at Pam's house. And it's amazing. You've got your big tape and your scotch tape and pins and scissors, and it's heavy. I mean, this thing weighs a ton and it doesn't move. And I really like that. And I can just sort of move it around my office. And it is so handy. So I really like that. So we've got the toucan, and the toucan was fuchsia pink with a little bit of green. So I think we'll pick a nice green pouch since she got a pink pouch for the other brooch. And we'll package that up. And hi, welcome, Grady. Gavin here. Well, I'm so glad. Thank you so much. And I see Christine's here and Poodle. Hello, Thrifter Not Hoarder. Welcome. We're just packing up some orders, hanging out today. Thought it would be fun to go live. I don't normally go live and show my packaging process, so figured you guys might like that. So this goes in there. And then this is the fun part. I really enjoy doing this next part is I will wrap the brooch up and then put sealing wax on the packaging. So we've got our ribbon. Now this ribbon is curling ribbon, and I love curling ribbon because one, it's very inexpensive. And you can get giant rolls of it, but two, it makes, if you, for a great package, you've gotten some packages if you've bought from me recently where my grandma, who loves to do the ribbon, comes over and ties the ribbon, and she loves curling those ends and making them all pretty. So curling ribbon's kind of fun. I get that ribbon from Amazon, and you get 3 enormous rolls. I want to say for something like $8, $4 to $8. It's not very expensive. So what I'm doing now is I tie the ribbon like this, and then I tie it around again and just make a knot. Hi, LaDonna, welcome. And I see Carrie Ann's here. Welcome, Carrie Ann. So I just tie the ribbon and I make a knot. Now it's a little easier if you have someone to place their finger and kind of hold it so it stays taut, but I've gotten pretty efficient at it. You're going to have all this excess, but as Grandma always taught me with wrapping, it is better to have excess than not enough. So we've got something that looks like this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure I've got the right wax seal stamp and my gold glue gun with the wax seal, and I'm just going to pour a little bit of gold onto the top. You kind of have to get a feel for how much you're going to need. And once you do it enough, you kind of get used to like, okay, that's the perfect amount. But it does take a little bit of time. And then you're going to press your seal into the top of the package, and you kind of got to hold it a little bit since the brooches are somewhat humpy. They kind of make the box lid stick up a bit. And just hold it down. We're going to use our Starburst. Now I do have some fun metallic markers, and if you were doing this with a red wax or another wax, you could use the metallic marker and color in the raised design to make something really beautiful. I did that. If you saw the promo that I did for this sale, I had a little hidden surprise within the photos. I don't know if anyone noticed, but I did a wax seal with Nate's In that we just got, and I colored it in with that gold metallic, so it kind of makes it pop. It looks extra fun. Okay, so this is our Starburst stamp, which is a lot of fun. $9 on Amazon, can't miss. And this is what we ended up with, a beautiful wax seal with the Starburst in the middle. And now we got to do something with these ends. So what I do is I get these fun little scissors, and Nate taught me this actually. I never thought about cutting ends this way, but I'll never do anything differently now. You're going to make a little slice in the ribbon, sort of like those ribbons that people win when they win for horses or some sort of competition, and they're fanned out like that. You're going to make your ribbon like that. So you just make one cut in, and then you're going to do it on the other side like that. And what you're left with is this beautiful package with these ends that look like that, and it's really nice. I think that looks quite lovely. So we're going to put this down, and then we're going to do the same on the next package. And I'm going to put together this little deal with my business card. And I've left the paper clips over there. I can go grab those. I usually use a paper clip to hold that together. Hey, Sherry Marshburn, welcome. Thank you. Well, that's the fun packaging. It's snowing here, trying to figure out if Grubhub will deliver. Oh boy. Hi, Laura. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I'm assuming it's Laura. It could be Mary Beth, but Mary Beth usually has the M. So that's our first package here. And then Karen also got a second package. So I like to do it on both because, why not? Make it beautiful. Make people smile when they open your box. And I think it also keeps people coming back because they see that your packaging is nice. I think it really makes a big difference when you take time to package things up. And it's fun. It's really a fun thing to get to be creative with the wax sealing. So the more you do this, the more efficient you get at it. And of course, I do miss having Grandma here to help out with this. She loves doing the ribbons, but we just didn't connect on scheduling this week for that. Hello, Amanda. Welcome. But usually, if you get a package from me and it has this fun red ribbon, my grandmother has had fun tying it. She taught me everything I know about packaging. She worked at a department store doing packages for a while, and she became really good at it. And her packaging, I must say, whenever we get anything at Christmas or Easter, she really puts her whole effort into it. If you could see the wrapping table that she had going for Christmas, my goodness, I must have taken her to Hobby Lobby over, like, probably, not kidding, 10 or 12 times throughout the Christmas season because she'll say, "Oh, I don't have the right ribbon for this package." Then we go back to the store and get the right ribbon, and she had shoe boxes lined up with all the ribbon just perfectly arranged. She loves doing packaging. So that's where I learned all my packaging skills, is from Grandma. She's quite good at it. And it is nice to get a pretty package. It's just something that I think you don't often get. Sometimes you get packages and they're packed nicely. Nothing's going to break open in the mail, which is always good, but it's fun to get packaging. And Laura always does such a good job. The Fatbird Finds, when you get a little package from them, they put in the fun package toppers and a little pretty cellophane bag. It's so nice. I always am looking at packaging. It's so funny how now, as a YouTube person that's doing live sales, I'm constantly getting mail and I'm constantly evaluating the packaging. Because sometimes I've gotten packages and I thought, oh my gosh, that's ingenious. Where did they get that from? And I have found something that I'm excited about using now, um, which is awesome. So it takes just a little bit of time to let that dry. And there's our package done with the wax seal. And of course, if you wanted to, you could color in those starbursts with a gold, not gold because that wouldn't match, but like a silver metallic or a different color to really make that pop. I'm not going to do that this time because I think it looks really nice with the gold. But if I were doing this with red wax, I would color it in just so it stands out a little bit. Now, the other wax seal that I recently got is a skeleton key. So you guys can vote in the comments. I've got a skeleton key and I have the starburst. Now, personally, Nate liked the starbursts best for our jewelry sale. So that's what I've selected to use today. But we can also do a couple with the skeleton key and just see how that goes. So I'm going to get one of my trusty bubble mailers out of the bin here. And we're going to put all of this together. There we go. So this is all going to one person. Isn't that a lovely package? And so I usually like to put these down in first. Make sure that they're kind of flat and that they'll work in the bubble mailer. And then I slide this in because I like this to be on top. And actually what I forgot, guys, I'm going to have to pop up here. I'm so sorry. Is I forgot my fun little paper clips. So on the other side of you that you can't see, I do have a set of drawers. I've been collecting these little card catalogs for a while now. I love them. They're industrial. They're so amazing, but they're also just the perfect thing to house all my little packaging doodads. So I have all these little drawers on the other side of me that open up, and I have all kinds of things. And this is my paper clip tray. So I've gotten some fun colors here. And I really like the red and the white and the black because I think that just goes so nicely with my cards here. So they're going to get a fun red paper clip on this order. Hey, Tiger. So that just flies in there flat like that. We'll take the strip off, fold it down, put that together. And of course, if you ever get anything from me, you might get a little bit of Louie hair. I can't help the pug litter. You might get a little bit of pug litter on the outside of your packaging. I try to wipe it and dust it off, but Louie's hair gets everywhere. She is just quite crazy. So this goes to Karen, and I always make sure that I write the person's name on the outside of the envelope. Now, the one thing I will say about these black envelopes that's a little frustrating is you can't write with a Sharpie the person's name, so I end up using Post-it notes. And I do tape the Post-it notes on because sometimes the sticky on Post-it notes is not the best. So I want to make sure I don't lose a tag. But I think next time I order bubble mailers, I'm probably going to order a different color, maybe red, because that way I can actually write the person's name on it. And when I go to invoice, it will just be much easier. So let's see. Hi, Ancestral Beginnings. Howdy, Tiger. You bought a totally cool curio cabinet today, and now I have to hope to find a friend with a truck in the next couple of days. Tiger, you can rent a truck from Home Depot for like $20 for the afternoon, and then you can just bring it back to Home Depot. So yes, it's great to do that. All right, let's start with our purple leaf brooch. This is the next one up. Sandy got that. And we're going to make sure that we get all of Sandy's orders here. Okay, I go through and I carefully check everything. Make sure also about the giveaways, as I mentioned, because that's easy to do, is to miss a giveaway. We're going to check everything here. No more packages for Sandy from Nate's orders. Oh, Sandy also got this beautiful Victorian pen. Look at that. Isn't that absolutely amazing? That one I really love. I'm so glad that's going to a good home. All of these things are going to wonderful homes. So that's all that Sandy purchased. And I am going to put the Victorian pen in a thicker pouch because that's very old and it's very delicate. So I've got a nice thick zipper pouch, and if you get any type of bigger brooch or like say a necklace, it's going to go in a pouch like this. And then the other one can go in one of our regular pouches here. Let's see, what matches that best? How about this lilac? We'll do the lilac for this brooch, and I wish I had a pink one of these. They just don't come in pink. Maybe I'll do red since we have purple on the other one. How about that? And then I've got some more of my little pre-cut squares to wrap everything up in. And we really want to protect this one because it's got that faux pearl in the center. So I don't want that to get damaged at all. So we're going to wrap that up beautifully. And when I wrap these, I always do them on an angle. So I start the brooch here and wrap this way, if that makes sense. So we've got that wrapped up, and we've got one of our boxes from back here. So we're going to put this into our little beautiful pouch. I love these. They are from Amazon. They couldn't be more perfect for packaging jewelry and just making a nice package overall. I may post a picture to IG. Really nice, 25% off, so you paid $75. That's a bargain, Tiger. That is a bargain, because curio cabinets are well over $1,000 most times here, which is just crazy expensive. And that tape dispenser, I'm sorry if that is loud. It might very well be a little too loud by the speaker there, but of course I got to use it. So we'll wrap this up here. Get that. And get and all protected. So now we got a nice little bundle, and that's going to go inside this pouch here. Now, of course, if it's a pouch, I won't put a ribbon around it because the pouch is already, beautiful enough. But we'll go ahead and do our ribbon on this. Now, I can do a skeleton key if you guys want to see what that looks like. I can certainly mix that up. What I really want is a barrister bookcase. I would love to have a barrister bookcase, but barrister bookcases are so expensive here. There's a beautiful Globe Warnacki one I've been kind of following in our local antique mall for several years now, and it is $2,950. So it's very expensive, but it is a gorgeous piece. Hey, Tim, welcome. Tim's coming in from Canada. Does Louis? No, Louis would be a holy terror in this room. I love Louis to death. We all love Louis, but Louis is a nightmare with smalls. She would come in here like a bull in the china shop. So I had Louie loose. She was outside my door in the living room, just having a good time. And then I heard this big clatter, and I went out to see what was going on. And she had completely finished destroying the rest of the blinds in my living room. The whole blind just went whoosh this afternoon. So I had to stop what I was working on in here and go put her in the kennel because I couldn't watch her and make sure she was staying safe. I don't care about the blinds. I just don't want her to get hurt. So I put her in the kennel so I could come in here and really focus on working and getting stuff done. So she's just taking a nap right now. But when I can monitor her after this is all wrapped up, I will go take her to the dog park, and maybe we can go get a puppuccino. I think that will be a nice treat for her. Yes, I know. Don't they? They go for a fortune, Tim. That's so true. I know. I'm sorry, IKEA, this is just my opinion. IKEA is not very well made. I love IKEA's carts, though, for live sales. It's perfect for live sales, these metal carts they have. And I wanted to get another one so I could have two carts, like, one for items that haven't sold and one for items that did sell during a sale, so I can kind of make it a little easier on myself. And I went and I ordered these two carts. And there was one that had a flat top to it. And I thought, oh, well, maybe that will be nice because it doesn't have the corrugated holes or the grates in it, which might make it a little easier for doing, sales. And so I ordered that one, and I thought, but I better order my tried and true because you never know with IKEA. And I'm glad I did, because the other one had these horrible plastic rivets that you had to snap together, and they didn't work. And I was so frustrated. I was sitting on the floor New Year's Eve. I know, fun for New Year's Eve, right? Putting together IKEA furniture, but New Year's Eve, I was on the floor in my office trying to build this IKEA cart, mad as a hornet that I couldn't get the things to work. And so I just gave up. I finally, after an hour, I said, I'm going back to the other cart, and that's the only thing from IKEA I'm ever buying. I'm sure there are other good things. I will say Swedish meatballs at IKEA are really wonderful. They're delicious. I just can't do IKEA furniture. And see, here you can go to a thrift store and get a really nice piece of wooden furniture for like $20 to $40, and it will be infinitely better than anything IKEA sells. That's just my 2 cents for the day. Not everyone will probably agree with me, and that's a-okay, but that's just my opinion. All right. So we have this beautiful little package all ready to go. We've done our ends. There's our starburst. They're so fun. We've got this. Now the only thing that's left to do is write Sandy a little note. So we're picking out one of our cards that has my seal on it, but we got to put Nate's seal on it. So we're gonna do some gold. And you'll get a feel if you have these bigger 1-inch stamps for how much wax you need. I've done this so many times that I just can eye how much wax I'm supposed to have. Yeah, always missing a bracket. I know. What is that? I don't understand. Hey, Christy. Christy came in for a moment. Welcome, welcome. Jennifer Lab Mama. Hello, hello. So glad you guys are here. Hey, V, welcome. Yeah, IKEA furniture is just not. Now, I will say there's some things like the Billy bookcase I've heard is really good. I've heard that for all the folks in the vinyl community, the I think they're called IKEA Kallax, I don't know, shelves is perfect for all of the albums to go in. I just don't trust IKEA, and I've seen all the coax shelves just collapse and people's albums smashed. So that's why I went with these industrial metal album racks that you see behind me for all of my vinyl collection, because I just think it's better. All right. So we've got our 2 wax seals here at the bottom. We got the V and V, and then the N for Mr. Soulmate. And I will get my pen and I will write a little note to Sandy. And the one thing that always happens is I misplace my pen. But there we go. These are the best pens. Another little fun thing here is these pens are called Karen Atchie. Can you see that? I don't know if that's going to show up. I found these pens at my local stationery store called The Right Touch. I absolutely love this store. If you love stationery and leather goods and stuff, oh, The Right Touch is amazing. And at the checkout, when you sign for your bill, they have these, and you can sign for your credit card slip or whatever. And it was the best pen I had ever written with. And I asked the lady, "You sell these?" She goes, "Oh yeah, they're $5 each." So I bought and I know that seems kind of crazy for a pen, but I bought like 4 of these, and they are amazing. I don't know if you can buy them online. You can refill the ink so they'll last forever. And I just have a bunch of them in my little pen holder that I showed you, and they're great. I love them. So this is my favorite pen in the whole world. It's even, I tell you, this even writes better than my really fancy cross pen that I have, my green pen that I carry with me. So I like these. They're wonderful. You enjoy these fab brooches. That's what we're going to write on this card. And I'll sign my name, and I'll write Nate's name because Nate can't sign these since he's not here. And we've got our pretty little package. Oh, you know what this needs is a business card. Got to put our business card together. And let's see, we did a red paper clip on the last one, so how about we go black? So we've got that, our pretty little packaging. We got our signed signature here. We have our 2 beautiful things that are going to go in the bubble mailer. I got a bubble mailer right here. My son goes milk crates. I've heard milk crates are good. Yeah, I've heard milk crates are really good. Welcome, Dan. I'm so glad you're here. So we'll put these things in first. Put this here. And sometimes if it's a smaller order, I might turn the card on its side. So down in here, it's going to look something like that. Oops, get that back into place. And then I'll just fold over the top like this. Line it up. And then I always seal it with a little bit of tape. I don't trust the sealing on these. They are very sticky, and it's nice that they are, but I still just, the mail, things get caught in the machine. So I really like adding that extra layer of tape. And since I had several Sandys, I got to clarify that this is, in fact, which Sandy it is. And we will continue on with our next order. So that's how that goes. We got Abby here. Make sure this is one of my brooches. Abby got this adorable little scatter pen, which is so fun, and it's beautiful. And we'll just double check, but I don't think Abby got anything else. Okay. And hang that up. Well, nope, that's all Abby got. But Abby is going to get some fun things in her package. Beautiful brooch. So we're all out of squares. So we're going to cut another set of squares here. All right. Yes, that might. Yes, Karen Dache. That is the pen. Yes, it is Karen Dache. There it is. It's showing up. Yep, that's the pen. It is a really good pen. They are wonderful. I don't know if you can order like a whole bunch of them. They're $5 at the place that I go and get them from. They may be more online. I don't know. But they're wonderful. Hey, Melody. I haven't seen you in a while. So glad to have you here. All right. We got 4 new sheets of bubble wrap ready to rock and roll. Ooh. Alrighty. Such a cute little tiny scanner pen. Just adorable. 1950s. I love that. That's such a great piece. It will go on so many things. Got our little scatter pen bundle here. And since that was white, I don't know that I have a white pouch, but I think we're going to go gold. I think the white will go nicely with the gold and the gold of the brooch. So we got our fun little pouch. Reach back here, grab one of our jewelry boxes, and put that in. I like to get the little beautiful ties up in the front because I just think that looks really nice when you open the box, and you see something like that. I think it makes it look very professional. And I'm going to take that down again. Let's see. Thank you. Yeah, it is. It's like getting a gift because, it's like buying a gift for yourself. I mean, you did buy a gift for yourself, and if you buy a gift or get a gift, you want it to look beautiful. And particularly with jewelry, that's just extra fun. Are they really expensive on their own website? Well, okay, they might be really expensive. Well, I get them from this place here. So I suppose if anybody wants a pen, I could go to the store and buy them there for you and just charge you my cost. If anyone's interested in a pen, you can email me. They're great pens. I'm all about buying things of quality because I really feel like if you spend a little extra and you buy something of quality, you won't have to buy it again. That's just kind of my theory in life. And not everybody subscribes to that same theory, but I think having something, particularly like a pen, in this business, that you write with all the time, it really matters. It's those little things that matter throughout the day, because otherwise it just makes your life frustrating if you have something that doesn't work. That's just how I see things. I used to have really terrible scissors, and then my grandmother ordered me these. They're called magic scissors. They're by Joyce. chin. I don't know. She loves these scissors for wrapping, and now I have a pair, and I have to say they're really good. So we've been doing the starburst. Does anyone want to see the skeleton key? Hey, Lisa, welcome. Poodle, Poodle's been here, but Poodle's saying true. Yes, so Poodle, I think, agrees. Okay, so we're cutting our little ends. Beautiful. Oh, eBay has some for $9.99. That's great. Okay, so do we want to do the skeleton key? I'll show you the skeleton key. We'll do one with the skeleton key because I think Abby would like that. I try to customize the packaging too to the person if I know them and I know that they might like something. So I'll go over here and we'll do the skeleton key. I also have a K stamper. I love these stampers, and I forgot to mention too that if you buy one of these stampers that has the removable heads, you can just buy a bunch of these heads for a very inexpensive price and change them out. So if you buy the wooden base, these all came like this, but you can usually get a kit that has a bunch of the heads, and then you just change the stampers. So that's kind of fun. So we're going to do our skeleton key for this order. And this is a dual temperature glue gun here. And right now I've got it set to low, which I think works really well for the sealing wax, to be honest. If you do it too high, it kind of burns. Hi, Jerry. Welcome. Melody, hello. I'm so glad you guys are here tuning in the chat. We're just hanging out, packing orders. Thought this would be fun and different. I don't normally do this, so you guys get a look into my packaging. All right. So I've stamped the skeleton key in here. And again, you got to just let it dry a little bit. Oh, there we go. I'm going to let that dry. And then I'll write a little note here. So we'll get one of these. And we're going to stamp out an N, because Nate is also a part of this sale. So Nate gets representation. At some point, we may be able to work out where I can get a special card for Nate. But what I could come up with right now was that he would get an N, because I wanted him to be a part of the packaging. Hey, Scott. Good day. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I keep missing Scott's lives, which is always disappointing because I love watching Scott. He's so fun, and I'm glad that his house is coming along so well. It was fun watching you in your basement the other night, Scott. So this is what we've got for this package. We've got the skeleton key. So we kind of switched it up. We were doing starbursts, and I see that I might have made this string just a little longer than the other one, but that's how we're cutting our ribbon. So this is great. And we've got Nate's seal here. So we've got V and V and N there. And I'll write my little note. Everybody gets a note. I just feel like that's so important. And I know Abby pretty well, so I'm going to say that I put the key on for her. All right. And I'm going to sign Nate's name Not sign it, but write it out since Nate's not here. All right. Let's see. We'll put, last time we did a black paper clip, we'll do a red paper clip. So we've got our fun packaging here with the thank you. You can't see, but it says thank you up at the top, little Louie. We've got the note, and we've got our N and V and V. So we'll get this all put together in a bubble mailer. Let's see. Who is Heather? Hey, Blake, welcome. Yeah, I got all my records behind me, Blake. Sorry this isn't a record-themed live, but I'm so glad that you're tuning in. That's a good question, Lisa. So Nate ships items to me, and then I package them up here, which is great for you guys because we can combine shipping. So if you buy anything from Nate, you're also able to buy something from me, and they all ship from the same place, which is just wonderful. I'm driving to the golf course for golf. Oh, awesome, Blake. I have some golf bag tags you might really be interested in. My grandfather golfed. I golfed a little bit. I will tell you that I am not as good a golfer as I used to be. I used to take lessons and go out with grandpa to different courses and things, and I had a good time doing it, but I haven't golfed in so long. I feel like I probably have lost a lot of that muscle memory, to be honest, but maybe I should go golfing again sometime soon, or at least go to a driving range. Hey, Dee, how you doing? I'm so glad you're here. Sandra Smith. I know I can't master the how you doing thing. I just sound either Jamaican or weird. I can't get it out. I can't channel my inner Joey. Hey, Heather. Heather is Antique Agenda. Welcome, welcome. I hear Denver's getting hit pretty hard with some snow. My brother called yesterday and said that they were just getting quite the snowstorm there. All right, so we got that all packaged up for Abby. Oh, we got the silver cat. Isn't he fun? This is the next order being packed. I love the silver cat. He's just so fantastic. And we'll make sure that Shelby didn't get anything else here. And I think that will be good. Now, I'm curious for all of you guys that pack orders in the chat for different sales and things. Do you make a separate list after the sale's done with everybody and what they ordered, separately, or do you just go off of your main list? Because this is the way that I've found that works really well for me. But I know that a lot of people do things differently, so I'm curious to see how you guys pack orders in the chat. I know some people even create a separate order sheet that gets printed out after the sale's done. And I used to have custom V&V cards that I would hold up at the sales. And since I'm doing more offer ups now, I don't really use those cards as much. I will with my sale with Vinny on Saturday. In fact, look out for that. I'm doing a sale with Vinny. It will be on his channel this Saturday at 6 o'clock, which will be fun. We'll have a lot of industrial, cool, rusty, crusty things, advertising, glass. We're going to run the gamut of cool vintage. So make sure you tune into that. I've already got my items picked out for that, and I'm very excited. So that's fun. You're covered in snow. Oh, that's a shame. All right, so since we've got this little cat here, and he's sort of a silver and black color, I think we might go with the emerald green. I think that just matches the cat really well. So we're going to put it in this beautiful little jewelry bag and then into the box. Yeah, I like this color with the cat. I think this will match really nicely. Okay, and then we're going to get our wax seal on. Hey, Pam. So Nate and I are planning our next sale. I'm not sure exactly when it will be, but be on the lookout. It won't be this Saturday. It'll probably be next Saturday, right after Pam's sale. So we're probably going to start trying to have a regular date for these. My regular time for anything that I normally do on my channel is Wednesdays at around 7 o'clock. I'll do premieres or I'll do a sale. And I think we'll either stick to Wednesday during that time and we'll do a double feature where I do maybe a premiere and then a sale, or we will do them after Pam's sale on Saturday. I kind of like the late night jewelry sales. I think they're a lot of fun. But you guys let me know down below like what works for you time wise. What do you guys think would be great? It's always definitely a little more challenging with Nate because we got to make sure the time difference works. Because they're what 14 hours I think difference. I've learned now though that if it's 1 o'clock there, it is 8 o'clock here. I have figured that out. So now that I know that, I can kind of figure out the time difference for everything else. Scott says he's weird because he sits down and types a nice looking page that's very easy to read. Takes just a few minutes, but keeps me organized. Scott, that is a great idea. That is a really good idea. I like that. Let's see. Katie, did your brother take his cat? Yes, of course. His cat came with him to Denver, little Clyde. Clyde is so adorable. He's a little striped rescue cat, and he is just precious. And of course, I miss him. I used to go babysit Clyde. Carson would go visit his girlfriend, and let's see, she wasn't living in Denver at the time. Oh, my brain's just missing the state here. Anyway, he would go visit his girlfriend quite a bit, and I would go over and take care of Clyde when he lived here, and I so had fun with that. I would spoil that cat rotten. In fact, my brother told me one time when he got back, he said, Katie, you cannot give him any more treats because he just stands and meows and looks at me now, and I have to deal with that when you're not here. So I got told I couldn't give him too many more treats other than his allotted. He got a salmon pouch every day. I could give him that, but no more extra treats of shrimp. So yeah, so I miss Clyde. He's in Denver, but we just got for Christmas. My brother had this great idea. He got my grandmother a photo frame that we could all send pictures to. And yesterday I went over to try to help set that up. We had been working on it since Christmas, but something was messed up with the Wi-Fi, and I don't understand. I couldn't get it working. Carson couldn't get it working. And then I thought, oh, I wonder if we ask one of the neighbors if we could use their Wi-Fi if for some reason grandma's Wi-Fi just isn't working. And sure enough, it connected and it works, which is so good because now we can all send photos. And Carson yesterday, I called him and he was sending tons of photos of Clyde to the little photo frame, and I was so enjoying seeing Clyde. He's just a precious little cat. He's gray and just absolutely adorable. He's got such a fun personality. Hey, Pam. Let's see. Does anyone smash? Oh, yes. Thank you for smashing the thumbs up. How long does it take to get a package from New Zealand? Lisa, that's a good question. It takes several weeks to get something from New Zealand. So it takes me quite a while to get a package from Nate. But we go check the mail, and I get excited when a new batch of brooches arrives or fun jewelry because it's always great doing these sales with Nate. I really, really enjoy them. They are just so fun, I gotta say. And it's cool to be able to do something with a New Zealand person because if you had asked me, like, the beginning of, well, before I started YouTube, if I would meet someone from New Zealand and we would be doing sales together, I probably would have said, you're crazy, get out of here. But it's so fun. So I'm having a good time with the brooch sales. They're really fantastic. Yeah, so the technology is just so great. Oh, 3 cats and 2 dogs, LaDonna. I don't know how you do it. I have 1 dog, and that's crazy enough for me. I love Louie to pieces, but boy, She can be a holy terror sometimes. Pugs are known, though, to have energy and to constantly be eating things that don't belong to them. That's just part of the breed trait, but they also are the most lovable dogs on the planet. I mean, Louie, she's a real cuddle bug. She loves hanging out with me. I just can't have her loose when I can't monitor her. Because if I'm in here and she's in the other room, who knows what will be eaten? Oh, yes. Thank you, Pam. Yes, my Rusty Krusty sale is going to be this Saturday at 6 o'clock with Vintage Vinny on his channel. And today I'm going to start putting out some promotions for that. But we are doing a Rusty Krusty sale that will be a lot of fun. And I've got some killer Rusty Krusty advertising you guys are going to love. So it's a little bit different than the brooches, but it's so much fun. So, all right, here is our package. Just fantastic. All ready to go. We got our starbursts this time. We got our little ribbon cut. I think that looks really nice. Now we got to get Nate's wax seal on our card here. And I only did the key because I thought Abby might really like the vintage key. So Abby got the vintage key, but I think everybody else will get the starbursts, which are a lot of fun. Nate said that he really liked the starbursts best of all the little stampers I had, so that will be fun. Ooh, tacos. I would love tacos. Let's see, where are the tacos? I'll tell you, we had a fun time, Dee and I, eating tacos at this place in Round Top. Although it took forever to get our food, they were really, really busy, and the food just was like stuck inside the restaurant. Yes, thanks, Poodle, for putting that in there. Female Doberman would sneak stuff into her cage and chew it up. Oh no. Yeah, Louie eats all kinds of things that don't belong to her. Let's see. Let's talk about what Louie's eaten. Louie ate some wasabi. That was a fun 3 a.m. vet visit when she was throwing up green. She got a Christmas light. She jumped up and I had them wrapped around my door. And she ate Christmas lights and chewed the Christmas lights. Another fun emergency vet visit. And pugs are fast. It's not like, oh, I see them eating something. Let me go grab it out of their mouth. Oh, no, they run around like it's a game. And before you can get it out of their mouth, they chew it. Let's see. Oh, countless rolls of toilet paper. The toilet paper in this house is not for toilet papering. It's for Louis to eat. I've decided that. Louis eats the toilet paper. What else has Louis eaten? Oh gosh, she almost ate a nail that fell out of the wall. That was a really freak thing that happened. I had something hanging in it and it fell down and Louis went after the nail, scared the pants off of me. I rushed her so fast to the vet to find out that she had not, in fact, eaten the nail and she had eaten something else that was harmless, like some sort of paper. That was really not fun. And gosh, Louie's just eaten so much. She ate a piece of a Lego. I mean, Louis, the list is quite long for Louie's eating. Hey, Nancy. Nancy just sent me the most amazing piece of wood. I keep meaning to email you, Nancy. I'm sorry I didn't. But Nancy sent me an amazing piece of wood. It's down in my workshop, and I can't wait to do something with it, along with some other fun things. So thank you, Nancy. Yeah, baby Jesus. She ate the real baby Jesus. The phone cords. Yep, cats eat phone cords. That is so true. All right, so we've got our N and our V and V. I kind of offset them this time just to see how that would look. And this is going to Shelby. So we'll write Shelby here, a little note. It's raining outside. Here, can you hear that? All right, Shelby gets a note. We got that. And we'll do a white paper clip because we haven't done a white paper clip yet. So Shelby will get a white paper clip. We have red, white, and black. That are the options. So there we go. Nice little fun packaging. Shelby's gonna get such a lovely package. I know I haven't been able to catch your live in ages either, Nancy. I've gotten more increasingly busy with Grandma, and I'm over at Grandma's quite a bit. So let's see here. Alrighty. All of this packaged up here. Hopefully some of you guys, this is your packing motivation for the day if you have orders to pack up. I got this. All right, and we're going to label this one for Shelby. I always enjoyed Nancy's late night sales. They were a lot of fun. And so if you don't know Nancy at this Overstuffed House, go check out Nancy. She's got some fun content. My parents had a cat who figured out how to flush the toilet. Oh my gosh, Tim, that's just hilarious. That cracks me up. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. All right, now we got a pretty large order here for Belinda. Belinda picked up some amazing pieces as well as Pam and other great folks in the sales. So this is one of the pieces she picked up. I love this purple brooch. It was one of my brooches that she picked up, and I just absolutely adore it. Belinda also got the giveaway here. So she won the little owl earrings, which was exciting. And those owl earrings are on my cart, so I'll have to pop up there and get those. All right. Let's see. All right, Belinda Carroll got the earrings, and let's see. Oh, yeah, look at this fabulous peacock pin she picked up. Oh, isn't that just gorgeous? My gosh, I tell you, I was really pleased with some of the brooches I picked up for this sale. I was really lucky to get those. Alrighty. Let's see. All right, 1950s AB circle. Look at that. Just absolutely gorgeous. Another great brooch Nate had. Nate found some really good stuff. I was excited to open all of that up and share it with you guys. Yep, really fantastic things. Green and clear square. Oh my gosh, this one was one of my favorites at the sale because it was just so beautiful. I love these vintage brooches. Oh, wasn't this a fabulous piece? Nate had this blue chain necklace. This was really pretty, and I just envisioned somebody wearing that with a beautiful dress. I thought that was really lovely. So we've got that order here checked off. Ooh, check this out. Yeah, this one was a real stunner. This one was sparkly and glitzy and amazing. So that's also going in this order here. We have, oh yeah, this brooch here made me think of Catherine when I saw it. I thought that it was just so Catherine. And it's this gorgeous wing brooch, which I think is sort of like Aerosmith. It made me think of Aerosmith, which you know Catherine loves. And then we had the luster snowflake. Check this guy out. Oh my gosh, how gorgeous. Hey, Vinny, welcome. We're just packing up some orders, hanging out today. And I just told everybody about our sale Saturday, so that's going to be a lot of fun. So we've got that. All right, I think everything is all set to go. Oh, Belinda needs the giveaway. she won the giveaway, and just had uh, a metal piece kind of fall over there, which is a-okay. That happens. I'm going to have to jump up here so I can see the top of my cart. I'm in my little hole down here with all of my fun things. Alrighty. I'm going to hop up here and get those little fun earrings. And while I'm up here, I can show you guys this. This is what I did with the end. So if you ever have a wax seal and it's kind of not standing out, you can get some of those beautiful little pins, the gold pins, and there you go. Just color in the raised design. So that's what I did with Nate's end. So those are fantastic. Beautiful, beautiful piece. Yep. And I think we've got everything. We got our earrings. These were the giveaway, these beautiful little guys. I thought they were so fun. So let's get to packaging this up. This is quite the order here, which is always exciting. I kind of find I like when people get multiple things because it's really easy to package up that way. All right. And we're going to put, I think because this one is gold, we're going to put it in our gold pouch. So it will go with the gold pouch nicely, I think. So there we go. We're going to get one of our jewelry bags, or jewelry boxes rather, and package that up in here, which will look so nice. Just a little fun treat when she opens it. And we're still talking. I even had a cat who opened the fridge. Oh my gosh, you guys have some talented animals. Holy cow. It reminds me of, have you seen, I'm sure all of you guys have, Meet the Parents, Jinxie Cat, Yeah, he, is it Binksy Cat or Jinxie Cat? I think it's Jinxie Cat. I don't know. Anyway, he learns to use the toilet, I'm sure he's a trained theater cat for Hollywood, but that's such a hilarious movie. Oh my God. Meet the Parents. I love it. And I love the sequel too. My cats have figured out how to open our bedroom doors. So I'll tell you a story that was kind of funny. When I was growing up, my brother and I would go and visit my grandparents who lived in Texas. And next door to them lived my grandmother's sister, Kay. So my dad's parents were in Texas, and next door was my grandmother's sister, Kay. And they had their daughter, Sharon, who also lived in the same town. She ran a travel agency. And when we would go, sometimes we would stay at Sharon's house. If the next morning, my brother and I were going to get up early and go to the travel agency, because I loved, when I was a kid, being in an office. I thought it was so fun. And so Sharon would let me come and go to work with her, which I thought was big fun when I was like 5 or 6 years old, I loved it. And of course, the travel agency just seemed so magical and glamorous and fun. So we were staying at Sharon's house, and she had a dog. And I cannot remember the life of me what the dog's name was. Not Oliver. Maybe Oliver. I don't know. Anyway, we were asleep in the spare room, and Dad had told us to go to bed, and the adults were outside talking. It was probably like 10 o'clock, something like that. And their dog, Casey was the dog's name. Casey kept opening the door with his paw and coming into the room and staring and barking. And it happened a few times. And so my brother and I get up and we go out and we tell Dad. the dog's coming in our room, the door's opening, yada, yada, yada. And Dad, being Dad, was like, you guys need to go to bed. Stop messing around, go to bed, do what you're told, kind of a thing. And my dad was getting kind of frustrated because we kept getting up and saying, Dad, the door is opening and this dog is coming in. And Dad was like, go to bed. It is time for you all to go to bed. Go to bed. Just, I don't want to hear any more about it. Well, then Sharon comes out from around the corner because I don't know where Sharon had been, but she had been doing something in the kitchen, maybe cleaning up. I don't know. She comes around the corner and she goes, oh no, Mark, Casey's trained. He'll open all the doors with his paws. And Dad gave us two looks and he apologized. So I'm so sorry. But he thought we were just, being kids and not wanting to go to bed and horsing around, And we weren't. It was just that this dog was very talented at opening the door. I clearly remember that growing up and how funny that was. What did Nancy say that was so fun? Oh, yeah, aren't you glad? I know. Is Bun Bun just cute and naughty as ever? Are you talking about Bun Bun? Oh, when Binks got locked in Dee's bedroom. Oh my gosh, I thought I was gonna die. That was hilarious. I'm sorry it wasn't for you, Dee, at the time, because I know how that is live. You're live, you're trying to sell stuff, and your cat's trapped in your bedroom. But the the rest of us were dying, and I love how Dee just with the sledgehammer just whack. Just goes in there. Oh, that was a great, great live, Dee. And I think Dee accidentally deleted it, which I've done stuff like that too, Dee. Okay, we got our fun wax seal here. We're doing the first brooch. All of these will get really nice packaging like this. So while that's drying, we'll go ahead and package up our next brooch. And we're going to have to cut some more squares here. This pearl brooch is so pretty. Nate really did such a nice job of getting all of that together for our sale. And we're going to have more, so stay tuned over on Instagram because we're going to announce our next sale very soon. And since that's white, I think it will go nicely with this lilac colored pouch. Put that in there and get one of these. This was a great bargain. These boxes on Amazon. Amazon has everything. And this whole box behind me, which is an enormous box, is filled with these little jewelry boxes. And I think they're so perfect. Let's see. I cried as a child because my bunny was lost. It was found in a Hollywood Regency trash can. Oh, poodle. Yes. That was the best live sale ever. I agree, Tiger. That was really, really hilarious. You might need to take the sledgehammer act on the road. Dee and the traveling sledgehammer. Okay, so we've got our beautiful package here all ready to go. We've cut our ends and we've got starbursts. I think that looks really nice. And so that's the first of the package for this order. And now we will continue with another great package here. And this ribbon, like I said, all of this stuff is from Amazon. Except for the paper clips came from my local Office Depot. Office Depot, Office Max. I think they own each other now, if I'm not mistaken. So that's great. All right. Let's get this all packaged up here. I can't take Scott anywhere, let alone leave him unattended in his house. Yeah, I love the traveling road act. I think that's fun. That would be great, Dee. All right. Now, so I made Dee you saw on my Instagram, I made Dee and Vinny some chicken piccata while I was visiting them in Texas, and I've got a new dish for you. I've started making Nate's creamy mushroom sauce, and if you saw on my Instagram, I have learned how to sous vide. This is my latest fun cooking thing. And sous vide is basically a method of cooking things in water. So you put a big pot of water on, you have a sous vide machine, and it heats the water to an exact temperature so you can put any meat, any fish, anything you want down in it. Eggs are great in it too. And you clip it to the side, and it's in a bag filled with olive oil, and it cooks it to the perfect temperature by just the water. It's amazing. So I've started making sous vide steaks in the sous vide, and then of course once they're ready to go after several hours of cooking, and they cook at the perfect temperature, then you just sear them off in a pan, and they're wonderful. And Nate's taught me how to sous vide and to make creamy mushroom sauce, which is like the most delicious thing you'll ever eat in your life, in my opinion. I think it's so good. And it's really easy. You can make a bunch of it and then freeze it, and then just add a little cream to bring it back together. And you pour it over the steak with some seared asparagus. And oh man, that just makes for a delicious meal. So when you guys come to visit, if anyone comes to visit, or we go back to Round Top, I got to make the creamy mushroom sauce. Just made chicken paprika. Am I saying that? Paprikash yesterday. Ooh, that sounds wonderful, Tim. That's what I get for fiddling with a 1925 skeleton key on my bathroom door. I love skeleton keys, Scott. Our house growing up was built in the 30s, and I found a key at one of our local key shops, Piners Lock and Safe. They did regular keys, and of course, skeleton keys was their other specialty, which a lot of the stores in town don't do. And I found a key by calling the locksmith that would work for all of our old doors, and I was just so excited about that. When I was a kid, I love skeleton keys. In fact, the antique mall that I still shop at, that has all the wonderful brooches, they remember me when I was just a little kid, because I would go in there and I collect skeleton keys. So I've been thrifting and doing vintage for a long time. Did you hear got stuck in his bathroom the other night? Oh no, Scott. That's what you're referring to with the skeleton key. Dana, my hubby cooks using that method too. It's amazing. Dana, you were saying I think that your husband was making a roast, right, for Thanksgiving. How did that turn out? I hope well. It's a Hungarian dish. Ooh, Tim, that sounds delicious. I love Hungarian food. I love Thai food. I love all food. You know, don't we all? Food is life. I've discovered I haven't recently discovered, I've known about this place for ages, but there's a little Mediterranean place in town called Hovan. And anytime I go to the antique mall, Hovan is right next door to it in Five Points. And Hovan has the most amazing food. And the family that owns it makes it all from scratch every day. And it is just to die for. It really is wonderful. There's our wax seal on that package, and now we can work on our next one. We're going to have to cut some more bubble wrap. I love American Bubble Boy. That is where I get my bubble wrap from, and as you can see, it's so easy to tear. You don't have to look for a seam, and it's a great price. So American Bubble Boy for the win on bubble wrap. That's my favorite place to get bubble wrap. And you can order American Bubble Boy on Amazon or directly through their website. Again, I'm not sponsored by any of these things that I mentioned, but I like to share things that are useful and helpful to me, because it might help somebody else, and I'm all about that. So there we are. Your daughter-in-law is Hungarian, Heldy. That's nice. I bet you guys make some wonderful things together. So we've got more of our little squares, and it is time for our next brooch, which is this gorgeous green one. I love that almost cabochon look in this brooch. It's really to die for. Really lovely 1950s piece too. And when you fold it on a bias like that, it makes it so easy to wrap up and you get this perfect little bundle. And since this brooch is green, I think we're going to do a green bag for this, which will be really easy to do. Get another couple of boxes down here because we're going to need them. Let's see. Oh, I love spatzel. Spatzel's wonderful. And schnitzel, too. Speaking of totally different food, German food is wonderful. There used to be a German place down in Charlotte when I'd go visit my dad. We'd have a German buffet. And it was amazing. You could go for like Sunday brunch and they had schnitzel and sausage and oh my gosh, just to die for. And they sadly closed down. Yes, Haldy, I got the little bags from Amazon. I just typed in, I think, jewelry bags, and these came up. You can get them in all different colors. There's gold. They come in a pack of, I think you get a pack of 30 of them so that you get 2 of each color. So there's 2 orange, 2 gold, 2 pink, green, red. You get the whole combination there. And they're really great. I also ordered these from Amazon. So they're like those thicker silk bags. And they're really, really nice for things. When we pack up this vintage compact here in just a moment, I'm going to wrap up the compact well and then put it in that and then ship the compact in a box. The compact will get a box, not a bubble mailer. Some things I think just deserve a box versus a bubble mailer, but if the jewelry itself is in a little box, I feel like it's protected well and we've wrapped it well, and then you've got the bubble mailer. So I'm totally good with the bubble mailer for jewelry, unless it's something special. All right, got our beautiful package here. We're gonna cut our ends off, but we're gonna do the glue gun here. And there's sort of a trick too. When you do the glue gun, you know, with the wax sealing stick, it kind of melts the ribbon a little bit. So it's important that you make sure that you kind of hold the ribbon where you want it so that when you press the wax down into it, it doesn't curl up and get stuck kind of looking ugly. That's a trick to that. Hey, Cheryl Ross, welcome, welcome. We're so glad you're here. And yeah, my lighting might be a little dark. This room, unfortunately, is a little dark. I got my Lumi Cube on, but I don't know that with the sun setting how that's going to work out. All right, so we got that end cut. So let's do this end here. Get that nice. These scissors are perfect too because they're little on the ends. They're very agile, so they're great for doing this kind of thing. All right, we got our beautiful stamp in the middle and our ends. So that's done. Working our way through this big order here. And let's get another sheet of paper here. We're going to do this gorgeous. This purple one is just fantastic. That is a really gorgeous brooch. Hey, Jennifer Lab Mama. I think she was in here earlier. Yep. So I'm going to make creamy mushroom sauce for all of you guys. Maybe one night I will go live and do the creamy mushroom sauce. Let me know if you guys would like that. Ooh, let's do a purple for the purple brooch. I kind of have fun matching the pouches with the brooches. You know, I think that's really nice because this is a great way too once you get them to store the brooches. If you don't have a big jewelry cabinet like I do, this works really well. And I actually use a vintage file cabinet for all of my brooches. And I got I need the filing cabinet because I really do have so many brooches. Let's see here. And when you cut ribbon, I know probably everybody knows this, but always cut it at an angle. It just makes it look really nice. That was something Grandma taught me that I learned here. All right, what's going on in the chat? What do I see? Oh yeah, mushrooms are so good. And garlic too. Like if you love garlic, you'll love this dish. So that's my new thing. I've also been making this is one of Nate's recipes too, sweet potato with tahini. So if you take tahini and put it on the sweet potato, so it's a sweet potato tahini salad. So it has sweet potato and tahini and roast chicken in it and an orange vinaigrette dressing with toasted pumpkin seeds and avocado and pears. It is so amazing. And garlic, of course, in the dressing because garlic is life. Garlic is wonderful. Oh, my phone's ringing. Oh, let me shut that off there. I don't have to take that call. We'll take that call later. And I've got a bag over here for trash that I need. That's one thing I need in this room that I am on the hunt for. Is I am looking for a vintage trash can. Uh-oh, did it just shut off the live? Hopefully not. My phone's connected to the computer, so sometimes it may come through the computer, but I need a vintage trash can. Thank you. Yes, I do love when I'm selling, and I really do work hard to make the packaging look nice for people. It really does matter to me. That's a big part of my business. The other thing with these stampers too is you want to make sure that you get the right the design in the right orientation. So when you're doing it, I always pick it up and turn it around and look at it and just make sure I'm not stamping it upside down. Yes, the call is coming from inside the brooch. I know Nate really is a wonderful cook. And Nate's taught me so much. I've always loved to cook, but I've learned so much through Nate. So, and this salad, I will tell you, anybody can do it. Anybody can do this salad. It is so easy to do. It really is. I'm just stretching out my leg here. Oh, wow. This is coming along really nicely. Now, you don't want to pull up the stamper too soon. There's art to that so that it doesn't get yanked. If you yank it too soon, the wax will just pull up and it won't be good anymore. Louie is taking a nap. If I let Louie in here, she would eat all of your brooches, rip up all the packaging, just completely. This room is a Louie free room. Louie gets full. Hey, Nate, we were just talking about your wonderful cooking and the sous vide and all the things I've been making. Louie gets free range of the house. She sleeps in bed with me. She's on the couch. I'm one of those dog people that the dog gets full reign in the house. Dog can go anywhere. But Louie is not allowed in the live sale YouTube office space. She will completely destroy this room. And I can't have that. It wouldn't be fair to all of you guys that buy such wonderful things. And she's gotta be free from this room. All right, since we've got a blue brooch here, we're going to put it inside this pretty blue bag. I think that's just lovely. And our stamp is ready to go here. So this one's all packaged up. And look how lovely that looks. Oh, I'm loving that. That looks so nice. Another one of our jewelry boxes here. And let's see. Is Katie giving away all of my secrets? No, not everything, Nate. I promise. Let's see. You don't allow your dogs in the reselling room. No dog hair. Louie's dog hair has a way of traveling all over the room. Louie's dog hair is everywhere, and there's nothing I can do about it. So I always say that you might get a little pug glitter with your order. A little pug glitter, but a little pug glitter never hurt anybody. I do my best to keep Louie's hair out of this room. I vacuum, of course, every week, multiple times a week in here. I really do try to keep Louie hair free because I know some people are allergic to dogs, but sometimes it just happens. Yes, I know. Nate's a total dreamboat. He is. That is true. And he picks out beautiful jewelry for all of you guys to buy. He's got quite the eye. That is 100% accurate. Tim? All right. We are almost done with this order, folks. Just a couple of more brooches to pack. This was one of our larger orders from the sale. And this is fun. Now, if they're smaller brooches and they can share the same box, then I will do that. But some of these are a little larger and they're not going to fit two brooches. But I might be able to get the peacock and the Aerosmith brooch in the same box. We'll see how that goes. And I thought it would be kind of fun to go live with you all. Just, like I said, show you how I package things, how long it really takes to get all this beautiful packaging. But also, because I will not have a video this week, I will have one coming out next week. So I wanted to come on here live and just see you guys because I miss you and I want you all to have something fun to watch this week. I will have the video from San Marco Theater coming out next week. As you know, I was sick last week. I was not feeling well. I had a bad cold that seems to be going around. So I didn't have anything last week. And this week, I'm still kind of catching up from being out last week. So I'm not going to have a fully edited video this week, but I thought the live would be fun and a great way to get some extra content in for all of you guys. And I love being live, and it's fun getting to package all of this up. All right, we're going to do more of our Starburst. I just love the Starburst stamp. I think it is so vintage and so classic. And of course, you could use this at Christmas time as well. It would be great as a Christmas piece. Yeah, Aerosmith brooch. Lisa, I'm calling it the Aerosmith brooch because it reminds me of Aerosmith's logo, but it's got two wings. So it kind of reminds me of Aerosmith's logo. And of course, anytime I think of Aerosmith, I think of Catherine Young because she is a Aerosmith super fan. And if you have not watched Catherine's video where she travels to Vegas to see Aerosmith, oh my gosh, guys, hop on over there and watch that video. It is fantastic. She does such a great job with the editing, the scenes, all this stuff she captures. It's just amazing. Catherine really does put in a lot of work on her content, and she's got great stuff. So while I'm out this week, go watch Catherine's videos. Yeah, so many sick people right now. I know. It seems like that's just how it's been going lately. Oh, this one came out perfectly. Look how nice that seal is. I'm really pleased with that. Some come out a little bit better than others, and that's always the case. And I try to put the ones that look really nice on the top. If it just doesn't come out at all, which is very rare, but if I have one that just doesn't work, I will redo it. You can pull the wax off. You have to be careful doing it, but you can pull the wax off and it won't damage the item, but you'll have to damage the box, but you'll have to start all over with your sealing. Oh, let's do the peacock. The peacock is going in this bag because it's black and red and the peacock is black. So I think that will look nice. And we'll have to pick out something for the Aerosmith brooch to go into. I don't know what that will be, but we'll see. All right. So this is this bigger order. Lori, the second part of living. D, that's a great question. I think I do. I know that at one point I was subscribed, but YouTube always does that annoying thing where they unsubscribe you. So I'll have to go check. I'll have to go check for Lori's link. If anybody has that, if one of my moderators can find it and put it in for G, that would be really awesome. Okay, let's see what else is there. This curling ribbon too. The other thing that I like about it is it's honestly so easy to work with. You can find all kinds of vintage curling ribbon at the Dollar Tree. I've kind of quit buying Dollar Tree curling ribbon simply because you don't get as much of it. Yes, it's $1, but you don't get as much of it as you do on Amazon. And I don't really want all the other colors that come with the Dollar Tree ribbon. So the Dollar Tree ribbon, I think, comes with yellow, purple, blue, red, and there's another color. But because my branding is all red, because red is my favorite color, I like to stick with the red ribbon. And I think it goes with a lot too. You can do gold, you can do black. It's just really nice. So I get this from Amazon instead of Dollar Tree. But if you are looking to up your packaging game, you can definitely start with some Dollar Tree curling ribbon because their ribbon is good quality. And this, I wish I had the brand. I wish I had the brand of ribbon. There is no brand on this. It's got the little gift bow on the side. But this is over like 100 yards of ribbon, and I have 3 of these, and I am still on the first one. I bought this January of this year, and I still have not gone through the one roll. And I've been shipping a ton of brooches and packages that require ribbon. So I have to say, I think that's a pretty good deal. Better than what you're going to get on Amazon. So that's very cool. It works out extremely well. All right, we're going to change things up, and we are going to do the key on this one. We've been doing the starburst, but I think we'll do the last couple and a key just for the fun of it. Why not? Why not do a key wax seal, a skeleton key, and have fun with that? And all right. While that's going, we can get our card out and put Nate's seal on the other side. So my mom came over a few weekends ago while Grandma was helping me with the packaging. Ooh, I'm going to need more wax. And she had so much fun stamping all of these on the little cards. So she got like a ton of them done for me, which was really helpful. So I had a lot of fun letting Mom do that. So now I have about 2 whole bags full of these cards, which is really handy, all ready to go with wax sealing stamps. So that was really nice of my mom to help, and it's great to get ready. Supper is ready. Bye, Melody. Enjoy supper. Yes, there are several people participating in the drop sale. So, Dee, will you put in the information for the drop sale? That way we all can watch it, because I'd love to tell people about that as well. And it might be getting supper time for a lot of you guys out there. All right, here is your N, Nate. There we go. We got the N and the V and V on that card. And we will write a little note here. This is Belinda. Belinda has such a fabulous collection of brooches. And I love that Belinda gives some of these away and she puts them on vintage cards. and gives them with the vintage cards. Isn't that such a lovely idea? I think that is wonderful. So, brooches make great gifts for people. And I think that's a great way to brighten up a little card. What are you having for supper, Melody? Melody might have already gone. What are you guys having for supper? Put that down in the chat below. I'm going to write my note here. Katie and Nate. And we're going to go with a red paper clip this time. I think that will be nice. So we got our red paper clip and all of our fun things on the back. And oh, it's a plowman's night. Nate must have gone to the grocery store. We got plowman's. We've got, chicken masala. Ooh, yum. You're having a veggie pizza, LaDonna says. Ooh, I love a veggie pizza. That sounds delicious. Alrighty. So we got a key, which is fun. So we've done all starbursts on this order, but we'll throw in one key for fun, just to mix up the packaging a little bit. And we need to cut more of our squares. So we're going to do another square. I wonder if I could put two of these together. I don't know. We're gonna try something new, folks. I'm deviating a little bit from my plan. But we are going to put 2 sheets of bubble. Oh yeah, that works nicely. So I can cut 2 at a time. That's perfect. So yeah, I mean, you'll get more squares at a time that way. So it's a little clumpy to cut, but it works. You could, I don't know that I would do more than 2 though. That might be quite difficult. But so yeah, now we've got some more squares, just perfect to finish up this order. And we're going to do the giveaway. So she got these really cute earrings I had that I gave away, these little elephants. They were adorable. Let's see. Lovely roast beef and relish. Ooh la la, that sounds wonderful. Okay, folks, so here is the schedule for the drop sale. Dee put this in. So I believe this is happening tomorrow. So if you want to shop some cool vintage, here are the details for this drop sale. So we've got 4 o'clock Vintage Uprising Texas, 4:30 Miss Dam Jewelry Dolores from England, 5 o'clock Vintage Vinny. And let's see, Mimi's Treasure Cottage, 5:30, 6 o'clock, Carolina Sweet Treats and Pretties. And I'm sure Dee is in that lineup as well. So awesome. That is going to be really exciting to go to. So check that out tomorrow if you're looking for some things to shop. And here is the package for this elephant giveaway. They're going to go in this beautiful little bag. Look how cute that is. It matches just perfectly. And we've got this. And I'm going to do one more. Oh, we lost the lid to this box. There we are. And then 6 o'clock is Carolina Sweet Treats and Pretties. We got the second part of Living. I believe that's Lori. Thrill of the Thrift at 7:30. Vintage and Vino at 8. Trusty Huckster at 8:30. At 8. And then Picasso Cat 8:30. Awesome, guys. Okay, so go check out that drop sale. Dee's going to be in it, which is wonderful. I am upping the package game. I am, Nate. I think this is a great way to add a little sparkle to all of y'all's days when you get a package. So this is really great. We got just 2 more things in this order to pack up. And that's the fun thing about a jewelry sale is you can buy quite a bit of jewelry and the shipping will still be really economical. And you can combine shipping and get a great deal with all of this. All right, there's our ribbon. We're just spread out all over the office floor. And I don't know about all of you guys who do packaging, but I find it easy just to spread out on the floor because I can really package up quite a bit on the floor. I like that best. But some of you guys might enjoy tables. I know we talked about it at the beginning of the live, but Misty has a table she's got a really nice big work table, and I think Dee has a eBay room. I don't know. I think she's got a packaging table. I just find it a little easier with brooches in particular, just to spread out, have all my little piles of things that I need to grab and put in the packages right around me. It works out so nicely for these things. And I'm reading these comments there. Let's see what else is in the chat. Yeah, you sit on the floor to wrap packages too. It just works really well for me. I think everybody has their own method of doing things, but I like that. And I'm using this empty bubble mailer for trash because I don't have a trash can. I need to get a vintage trash can in here. And I don't want just any boring trash can. I want a vintage trash can. I know, isn't that crazy? I want a vintage trash can. I really need the vintage trash can in here. Ooh, you know what, folks? We got to get more wax. We are out of wax. We're not out of it. It's just over there in my little cubbies. Yeah, I don't know that song, but I think it was. I've heard the song, but I don't know who the artist is, Nate. Okay, let's see here. Just trying to keep some of that ribbon that we cut off out of the floor here. I'm going to have to hop up here, folks, for a second and get more of the wax. Yeah, sometimes it's too hard to floor set for people, but I do better on the floor. I've always been a floor person. So I've got all those little drawers next to me, and they just have all things like this in it, and it's really, really easy for me to just grab, which is great. So we're going to put a new stick in our glue gun here, and let's see if I can turn you guys around. All right. Let's see here. All right, the glue gun's already heated up, so this should just make it super easy to add in another stick. And I think we're going to go back to, we'll do one more key, and then we'll go back to our starbursts. I think having 2 key packages in one with the starburst is a fun mix. So we'll do the key. And then we just have the Aerosmith brooch and the necklace to package up for this order. And it will be all ready to go. That'll just be fantastic. Never met a lap he didn't like. All right, so we're going to get this packaged up here. There goes the cuckoo clock. Golly, what time is it? I have no idea. You know, when I come in here, this is sort of like my little hobbit hole. And I will be in here for hours at a time, and I don't even notice what time it is, or, you know, I just get totally lost. I know, Tim, wasn't this was so lucky today. I put on this shirt, and this is my Jeffrey shirt, by the way, Vintage Life, Real nifty vintage. I love this shirt. It's so soft. I love the little starburst. It's really fun. And it matches this hat just so perfectly. I couldn't believe how perfectly it matches. Yep, I got that, Nate. I haven't packaged that one up yet, but we're gonna put an extra, so I will wait for that one, and I will we'll get that extra put in. So yeah, that one I've got put aside. Okay, it's 6:29 Eastern, so my cuckoo clock is actually now right on time. It was about 5 minutes off when I first got it, and I it was 15 minutes off when I first got it, and then when I started getting it working again, it was 5 minutes off, and now I think it's on time, which is great. But it took me hours of research to figure out how to fix this cuckoo clock I got from my grandparents. I put the weights on it, and I learned that it was a 7 day or 8 day cuckoo clock, and that it needed some adjustments so that it would cuckoo at the right time, cuckoo the correct amount of times on the hour. So if it's 8 o'clock, it will cuckoo 8 times, and at the 30-minute mark, it's supposed to cuckoo once. And it took me forever to get that all fixed and working. But after hours and hours of videos, I finally did get it all working and fixed. So that was really wonderful. And I'm glad now to see that it's not even 5 minutes off, which is great. You have it in the same color, Poodle. Oh, we're twins. We're twins. That's so wonderful. Yeah, this shirt's very comfortable. When you order shirts from Teespring, they really are super soft. I don't know what the materials are, but it's fantastic. Nate, this is not the sterling necklace. This one is just the pretty blue necklace. But the sterling necklace, I already polished that the other day, and I thought that I didn't take a picture of it, but guys, I took a picture of it, so I can show you that. Um, I can definitely show you the sterling necklace all polished up. So we talked about Haggerty's at the beginning of the live, and I used Haggerty's, and it was wonderful. It polished up so nicely. So I polished up the bracelet. Nate had a sterling silver bracelet and a really unique Italian sterling chain that was linked in a very special way. And this is the necklace and the sterling bracelet. It came out so well. Look how that just shines. That Haggerty's did such a good job. And I've already packed that order up, Nate. That was packed up a while ago. So I'm sorry you missed that. Yeah, it looks gorgeous polished, though. How do you fix it? Because mine is jacked up. Okay, so let me walk you through what I did, Dee. So what was happening with my cuckoo clock was that not only was it chiming the incorrect number of times on the hour, so say it was 5 o'clock, it was chiming like 7 times. It was also chiming backwards. So what I mean by that is it was cuckooing once for every hour, and then cuckooing the number of times every 30 minutes. So it was like reversed. So what I did was, and you only want to do this very carefully, 1 or 2 times, because you don't want to damage the clock. But what I had to do was pull. So I pulled the weights up to the top. I got it all wound up. And then I went around and around and around. Like you're just going to have to keep going around with the hands clockwise. And when it gets to 30 minutes, just wait. When it gets to an hour, just, wait for the song to play through, right? And then once you go all the way around, like through the whole 24-hour or 12-hour cycle, so from 1 to midnight, when you get to midnight, what I had to do was, or whatever time it is. So, for example, like if it's 6:32 now, then when I would go to it, if it would start cuckooing early, then I'd have to wind the hand backwards, so counterclockwise, just a little bit. And I had to repeat that several times, but you don't want to go backwards to set it too much because it will damage the mechanism, but you can do it just a little bit and that should fix it. Now, there's also some cuckoo clocks where the hands meet that have a screw, and you might have to wind that screw, but mine didn't have the screw. So then what I found was I had to go backwards. But you don't want to do that a ton or over and over again because it can screw up the clock. But if you do it 1 or 2 times, that's how you fix it. And I just had to keep doing that. And then if it started chiming, and it wasn't, it started chiming and it was saying it was 6 o'clock, but it wasn't 6 o'clock, then I'd move the hand back to the actual time that it was. Does that make sense? It's very complicated. And honestly, some of it I think was just sheer luck. But that's what I researched. I'll have to find the video that I watched and send it, because there's a lot of videos online that will show you how to set a cuckoo clock, but they're all too basic. I know how to wind the clock. That's not what I need. So I found this guy. He's actually in Canada, Tim, that does cuckoo clocks. And I almost called him. I found his shop and his number, but I'll have to find the video that I watched. And that's what, he's an expert cuckoo clock fixer, and that's what he said in the video to do. But again, he said to be very careful because the clock mechanism is so delicate, as Heldy's pointing out. So you have to be really careful, but I did it and somehow fixed it. Somehow magically fixed it. But I love my cuckoo clock, and my grandparents had it in their house. My mom and dad brought it back from Germany for them one Christmas, and it's always been a staple in their house. So I kind of feel like I'm back at my grandparents' house every time it goes off, which is a really special and wonderful feeling here. It just feels like home having the cuckoo clock. And I thought that it would take some getting used to because I've never had a clock like that in my house, and it didn't. It really didn't. Within days, it was just like, oh, there's the cuckoo clock, and it just felt so wonderful to have that. And, Louie doesn't even bark at it, which surprises me. I thought she would kind of go crazy with it, but she didn't. Hey, Delbert, welcome. Delbert's here. Let's see. My cuckoo clock started crowing. Haunted birds scare me. Oh, yeah, the Alfred Hitchcock movies. Yeah, this is a friendly bird, though. The cuckoo bird that I have. Then that's not the technical name for the bird. But when he cuckoos, he's not scary at all. I promise. He's very nice. Okay, I'm going to stamp that in here. We got our card all together. And this is the last item for Belinda, so we'll get this all packaged up. I think Belinda is going to need a box. I think she will need a box rather than a bubble mailer, because I think the bubble mailers are going to not quite work. But here's our pretty design in the package. I think that looks so nice. And as I told you, Nate told me how I should cut the ends. He had a great suggestion there, which I just love. So we've got that, and I should be able to, I've got several boxes in my box room. I wonder if I have any boxes just sitting in here. I think I moved all my boxes to the box room, which is the closet that's directly behind this door. So what I might do is put it in a bubble mailer for now and label it, and then I will go get a box when I end this live so I don't have to get up again. My grandparents and my great aunts all have a cuckoo clock. Oh, that's really cool. That is really, really cool. So we're going to put all of this in here, Belinda, for now. And Belinda's going to need a small box. I think this would all fit in maybe a 6x6x6. I think it might fit 6x6x6. We'll have to see. But it's not going to work in a bubble mailer. There's too many boxes, I think. But for now, we'll put it in here. Well, maybe, you guys, this might work out. Let's see here. Oh, well, I think color me surprised, because I think this all works. And there's our pretty little card going right in. We got that. Nate, did I do a good job on the polishing? I'm curious to see what Nate thinks about that. Okay. All right. Yeah, surprisingly, we got a really nice fit in the bubble mailer. Yay. That's really fantastic. All right. Well, color me surprised. Okay. And we just got a few more left to go. And we're going to get that all packaged up here. Wow, that was a great order. Okay. Lisa was in the chat. I don't know if Lisa's still here, but Lisa got this beautiful brooch for Angela. So I'm going to send that in Angela's box, but I'm going to hold off on that because I have some other things to send to Angela. So I'm going to package all of that together. And let's see, Nettie got this beautiful bracelet. So I'll package this up for Nettie. And I'm going to put this in one of these pouches here with some bubble wrap. It's a beautiful turquoise chip bracelet. It's really lovely. I think that was an excellent buy, Nettie. Just gorgeous. And we'll get this packaged up. I think this is the only thing for Nettie, but I'll double check. So we got that. Let's see. I need to polish my silver jewelry that's turning. Well, let me see. Heidi, I'm sorry. Heidi, I recommend the silver foam Nate recommended to me, which is Haggerty's silver foam. You can get it on Amazon, and it is really nice. These do not come in a blue, so we're just going to go with a purple. But there is some blue on the purple, some turquoisey on the purple bag, so I think that's really beautiful. And we got that packaged up. Let's see what Nate was saying. I saw Nate in the chat, and he might have disappeared. Okay, let's see. We're double checking on Nettie here. I think this is all Nettie got, but double check. Always make sure we get everything in everybody's package. She did not win any of the giveaways. Here. Nope. No. Nothing left for Nettie. Okay, so this is for Nettie. So we got that. And we're going to package this up. I kind of feel like this needs a little more padding. So what I'm going to do, because I don't have it in the box, is I'm going to tear another big square of bubble wrap, and I'm just going to wrap it in the bubble wrap like this. And I like doing it at an angle because, see, you have these two ends, and you can just fold them in, and look how perfect that is. It really makes a lovely package, and it makes for very neat ends. See how nice that is? And now you've created a little pocket for yourself. So if you want to, say you're only packaging with a business card, look how nice that looks. So it's really good. That packaging method is great. It really is great for that. Okay. And we'll tie this with a ribbon. Now, I may not be able to do the wax seal on this one because it is on that package there. We might just do this, but you'll get the wax seals with some of the other beautiful things that we have in the packaging, so I think that will be okay. I can try it, but I'm afraid it's going to melt the plastic of the bubble wrap, so we may not want to do that. So I'm just going to tie this with a really pretty bow. I think this will be the best way to do that. Yep, and we'll just leave the ends, cut it at an angle, so she'll get a really lovely package like that. And then we have our wax seal here on this, and we're going to put Nate's wax seal on next to the V and V here. Okay, so she's got that, and we'll get a bubble mailer. Let's see. Hey Nate, you're here. So what did you think of the polishing? Did I do a good job? And yes, it is. It's so gorgeous for summer. All right. Taxidermy Rhode Island red rooster. Oh wow, you've got taxidermy. How cool. Katie, you are a Florida girl without a hot pink hat and a fabulous flamingo pin. I got to work on this. Yes. Hi, Ricky Donald. It's so good to see you. I haven't seen Ricky in forever. And Ricky always leaves such wonderful comments. I don't have, I have a pink hat. I have more of a shrimp colored hat. I don't have a flamingo color hat. And I don't have a flamingo brooch. I got to get a flamingo brooch, guys. I got to be styling. But I got a flamingo shirt and I got a red hat. Actually, this is more maroon. All right, so we got Nate's fabulous seal on here. Trying to offset them a little bit. So Nate, there you go. And we're going to, this is going to Nettie. Nettie is going to look fabulous with that turquoise brooch, turquoise bracelet. Okay. All righty. Now let's see, we're going to do a red paper clip. I kind of like the red paper clips best. I might just order a whole bunch of just plain red paper clips. That way I have them instead of this mixed batch, but I don't mind the mixed batch. I also thought about ordering fun little animal paper clips, but I don't feel like that would be as classy as just these paper clips are. So this package is for Nettie. And I did some packaging already. So I did one of our biggest orders off camera. And I did another big order on camera. So you guys really got to see what is involved with that. And I am going to label this one here. This one's for Nettie. And I'm running out of sticky notes. I need to add sticky notes to my pad here. So I use this little holder here for sticky notes, and I've got more over on my desk, but I'm all out of sticky notes. Let's see. Not a fan of taxidermy, but I do have a Victorian doll with human hair wig. Well, Tim, we all have different things that we like. That personally would not be for me, but that is okay. I get a little creeped out by dolls, if I'm just being honest here, folks. But I don't mind taxidermy. I had a squirrel and a blackbird taxidermy. Had it in my room even as a child. Well, now that is pretty amazing. Well, you have such wonderful comments, Ricky. We really enjoy having you here. All right, let's see. We got just a few more things to package up. Oh, yes, we have the beautiful compact. This is going to LaDonna, and this one's going to get wrapped up very well because we don't want anything to happen to this beauty. So it is going to get some serious bubble wrap. That is for sure. We're going to wrap this up so nicely. And I'm going to get another pouch, zipper pouch. I think we'll put it in the purple pouch here. And we're going to really bubble wrap this. This is going to go in a box. It needs a box because I'm not going to put this in a bubble mailer. There's just no way. And we're going to wrap it up a little bit more than this, but I want to get it bubble wrapped so that it will not be too poofy to go into the pouch. So we'll put it in this purple pouch. And then we're going to bubble wrap the pouch some more so that it's really protected, because it really's got to be protected. It does. So we're going to start off with another square. And another little packing hack for all of you folks is when you get down to the bottom of your bubble wrap roll, save the tube, because the tube is so incredibly useful for beautiful things that are tall and awkward. So if you have a swung vase, you can stick that over the top of the swung vase and really pat it. So that's super important to do that. We're going to wrap this up really well. In fact, I'm inclined to do another layer of bubble wrap on this. I just, I don't want anything to happen to that mirror inside. I'm not so worried about the metal exterior, but we wouldn't want the mirror to get damaged in any way. So we're just going to wrap this up again here and wrap it up really well. And since I did the folding part on the front, we're going to add a little layer of padding on the back and go the other way this time. And package that up. And then I think this will be really well wrapped. Really well taken care of. And then we'll put it down into a box with extra padding and make sure that it is really premium in cushion so that it doesn't get damaged. And I have all my boxes in the other room, so we'll have to go get a box here. Oh, you love German vintage antique cloth and reborn dolls and old teddy bears. Now, I see the teddy bear thing. Teddy bears are so fun. And, teddy bears got their name because of Teddy Roosevelt, the president. I don't know if you guys knew that, but I had to do a school report on Teddy Roosevelt when I was in 6th grade. Actually, it wasn't a report as so much as I had a morning news segment. When I was in 5th to 8th grade, I had a morning news segment on our school news, and it was every Monday, called Katie's Corner. And I wrote inspirational messages and little history facts, and I did trivia, and I gave away prizes. I had my own little thing, and I loved doing it. And one of the segments I wrote was on Teddy Roosevelt, and that was our trivia fact for the day, was that teddy bears got their name because of Teddy Roosevelt, which is really fun. I'm sure a lot of you guys already knew that. I'm so glad you love the compact, LaDonna. That's wonderful. I have an antique vanity tray. You'll display it on with your Hollywood Regency vanity decor. Oh my gosh, that just sounds so fantastic. I can't wait to see what you do with that, LaDonna. Now, I'm not going to give LaDonna a wax seal on this part because I am afraid of it running through the paper, but she will get all the wonderful wax seals on this card here. So we're going to pick out this card. We'll put Nate's seal on here too. This time I'm going to try to line it up. I think maybe that would look just a little better. Always make sure that I'm doing the right direction with the end. And while that is heating up, I might go get a box for this, and we will get some more sticky notes. So I will be right back, folks, and we're going to finish up this beautiful compact. Chat amongst yourselves in the chat. Have a good time, and I will be right back. I'm sorry I've had to get up several times during the live, but that's how it goes when you are packaging things. Sometimes you have to get up and get something else you don't have. And we're going to get a really nice box for this compact for LaDonna. And it is just such a lovely, lovely, lovely piece. It really is gorgeous. All right. So there's my packing room. All right, we got a box here, the compact. I thought that I had a little bit of a smaller box, but I don't think that I do. We're also going to get some more of our lovely post-it notes because those make a big difference to me. Post-it notes here, and we're going to grab some more tape, reload our tape dispenser. All right, folks. So I've got this box, and this is actually, I think, going to be quite perfect for this. My mom has been saving boxes, and she saved this box that has the most perfect custom insert. I don't know what she ordered, but it came in here, and this will definitely protect the compact. So we've got it. We're going to put it down in here. I think it's going to be perfect for it. Just to protect it, we'll put a little wad of bubble wrap around it on top of it here. And it came with all of these perfect little sheets of bubble wrap, whatever it was my mom ordered, and I love that she's saving boxes. I think that's so fantastic. So we've got that perfect box, and we're going to write a little note here to LaDonna and make sure LaDonna didn't get any other items in the sale. I don't think so. And we will get this beautiful compact all packed up. And LaDonna, when you get this and you put it on your vanity tray, feel free to share it with us over on Instagram because I would love to see, and I'm sure Nate would too, if you feel like sharing how you displayed it. That would be wonderful. All right, so we got our note, we got our wax seals. We're going to put together our little paper clip here. So just like that. This is going to go down into the box. So I'm going to put this on top just like that. So when LaDonna opens it, it's there. We'll put our protector on top of that. And this compact, there is no way something's happening to it. It is safe and ready to go. And I knew this box would come in handy for something. So we've got it all packaged up. And it is looking great. And we are out of tape. I run out of tape a lot. Now, I will tell you a little something about tape here, about my tape that I ordered. I decided to order Amazon brand packing tape. Do not do that. You will be really sorry. I'm still using it because it's tape, but it is the cheapest, flimsiest tape you'll ever see in your life. So, Amazon brand packing tape, highly, highly um, do not recommend. Do not being the strong word here. And their rolls are also a very weird size, so they're really hard to get onto your tape roller. I mean, they fit, but it is quite the struggle. The other ones that I've bought in the past, they just slide on so easily, and this just takes like all of your brute force to get it in. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. Ooh, there we go. So it's on there now, but it is not my favorite packing tape. So I always end up having to use more because it's just not as good and it rips. So we'll get this taped up here. Where's the front of it? You ever do that? Ah, there we go. Here's the front. So I always put like if it's a box that has, where you've got the flaps, I always put a little starter piece of tape so it stays shut, but this one really doesn't need it because it's already folded in. So I'm going to do a piece of tape like this, and then I'm going to fold the ends down and make it really nice. Fold it tight here. I'm going to do that on the sides. Now, I know there's varying opinions on this, but when I have a box that opens with the flaps that go and tuck in, I really like to do the sides because I have gotten a box like that before where the side has popped open. So I know not everybody does that, and some people feel like it's overkill or it's annoying to open, but I just don't want anything to happen to anybody's package in the mail if I can help it. So I always make sure that I tape that up really well, and that way it's safe. And we're going to do 2 more pieces of tape here up at the top. And just make sure that's not going to come loose or flap open during shipping. I also make sure that the ends, when I'm doing tape, are really nice and tight to the box, because if you don't do that, the tape can get caught in the machine, and nobody wants the tape to get into the machine. So, there we go. We got Ladonna's all packaged up. I heard eBay tape was bad too. Really, Ladonna? I've not heard anything about eBay tape, but I have seen eBay tape, and it is kind of thin. So I kind of could see how eBay tape would not be so great. And I think Ladonna's talking about saving these. And yeah, save your cardboard rolls. Yeah, the inside of your bubble wrap. Absolutely save that too, because it's just a great idea. Jeffrey has such great tape. I love Jeffrey's tape. Jeffrey's tape is not as practical for me shipping out as many items as I do, but I love Jeffrey's tape. Yes, there is heavy duty packing tape, Sandra. They make cardboard colored tape that you wet with a big machine, and that is really nice and sturdy. So yes, okay. So very good. Let me just double check everything here. Okay, B Avenue Thrifter. Let's get B's order all packaged up here. We've got these beautiful earrings here in the box. Put this in the box. And we need that. And we got these perfect little squares now for another brooch, which is really great. Let's see here. All right, so we've got that, the blue earrings. We have... Oh, my phone's ringing. Let's see. Here, folks, that was my mom. Sorry, let me just... That was about Grandma's eye appointment, so that's important. I can definitely take her to that, but I gotta make sure Mom knows that. All right, so let's just check. I believe B Avenue Thrifter did get some other things here. And B Avenue, I believe, also won a giveaway, so we'll get that packed up here. And I think this, guys, will be our last item for the evening tonight. Let's see, yes, the sterling onyx earrings. So she got these beautiful earrings, and these guys are really fantastic. They are sterling and they are gorgeous, and she did not want these polished up, but they are gorgeous. And I believe these are going to, let's see, are these going to Angela too? I believe these were a gift. Yes, these were a gift, so they are going to go to Angela with the butterfly as well. Okay. And the B Avenue Thrifter also won the elephant. So congrats, B. She won the little elephant guy. She got this. That was a fun giveaway. I think that's so cute and so beautiful. And that is very, very exciting. And who won our elephant? We have another elephant in the sale that I thought was just so fantastic. And I believe that, yes, that went to Amanda Sinclair. Awesome. Just wonderful. So we've got some great stuff. Hi, my mom's in the chat now. Welcome. We're so glad you're here. We're just packing up some fun things. And I think we will go with a blue because that matches the blue clip earrings to package this up, which is so wonderful. So we'll get that all packaged here. And let me kind of reorganize myself over on this station. We've got some really fabulous things that are getting packaged up. And we have some wonderful things. Let me check here something. Just kind of reorganizing my space. Benny's still here. Aw, yeah, we always miss our grandparents. Aren't they wonderful? Ricky says, Katie, you should take a look at some of the jewelry creations by Rain Lalique. He created jewelry long before he created glass. I did not know that. Guys, this is amazing. So Lalique, which we all know and love, that same person created jewelry. I did not know that. That is just fantastic. Wow. What an amazing, amazing thing to learn. Goodness gracious. I'm sure she was. Our grandparents really are such wonderful people. Yeah, amazing is an understatement. I'm going to have to Google that now. I am going to have to Google that. All right, we're going to get this all packaged up here. And I just need to get another glue gun in here, another glue stick. So hang on with me, folks. 1 second. I'm going to have to hop up here just for a moment. It's always hard when you're packaging things up, you know. You always got to grab something live. That's how that goes. All right, and I showed you guys this earlier in the live, but I wanted to show it to you again because I think this is so cool. So on these wax seals, if you want, you can put a little gold. And I think that's fantastic. Now, I'm not doing it with these particular things because I think that they they stand out on their own and they don't need it. But I wanted to show you that again because that is an option for all of you guys that are doing your racked seals. So this order has these beautiful clip earrings. And then, of course, the giveaway, which was the little elephant. And these squares that my mom brought over a bubble wrap really are just perfect for this. So we're going to use these. And Mom also brought over an amazing box that I just used to package up Ladonna's compact because it had a perfect insert for the compact. It was that really cushiony box, Mom, you brought over. It was perfect for this. And these earrings are so beautiful. And we're going to package them in the blue silk bag. And I think because the earrings are so small, they'll fit nicely with the elephant. So we're just going to package the elephant and the earrings together. They should be able to fit in the same box. So that's perfect. This is a little thicker bubble wrap than what I was just using. So we'll go ahead and use this thicker tape for it. But yeah, that will be nice and padded. And we'll put this in here. Get that all wrapped up. How gorgeous is that? And then we will put this in one of our amazing boxes here. These are so nice. I love them. They're wonderful, and we'll get that all in there and arranged. This is going to look really fantastic when we get the wax seal on it. This is going to need just a little bit more tape. Yeah, and nothing needs to break. So this is the box. It's perfect for that compact. It's really going to be nicely packaged up. Yes. My grandma, let's see, Tim says, my grandma was so funny. She would tell people she was 100 when she was only in her 80s. Apparently, sometimes you get stuff for free when people think you're 100 years old. Tim, I love that. Oh, it's okay, Mom. We will find more teacups. My poor mom, we've been on the hunt for vintage teacups for my mom. She's doing a project with them with her pottery. She makes gorgeous pottery, and she had this amazing idea to use teacups, saucers in her pottery. And we found these great teacups on Sunday at this antique store in St. Augustine. And coming out of the antique store, my mom accidentally dropped the bag, which is something that I would easily do because I am not the most coordinated human on the planet. And it unfortunately broke almost all the teacups. So there's just time to find more of them. That just means the hunt will continue for more teacups. But I still say that Mom could do something cool with the broken pieces. I just don't know how we could polish them. But there has to be a way to reuse the broken pieces. So if you guys have any ideas in the chat, please put them down in the chat because you guys are all very, very creative. We got a lot of crafty people too in our chat as well as Pam and so many other people that do crafts. I tell you, we've got a great crowd here. All right, this is all packaged up, ready for our wax seal. And I think this time we're going to go with the Starburst. The Starburst is Nate's favorite. So we're going to do that. I like the Starburst too. I like the key and I like the Starburst. I really like that a lot. Oh, mosaics. That's a great idea, Vinny. Yes, the hunt will continue. We'll just find more of them. You can make you can make beautiful jewelry with the broken pieces. Tim's saying the same thing. There is some really lovely teacup jewelry on Instagram that I keep seeing that's just gorgeous. All right, so we've done our wax seal stamp in the middle, and now we are going to cut our ends, which I've been doing for a long time now that we've been live for all of you guys to see. And I love the way that this looks on the edges. I just think they're so perfect. That really comes out so well. All right, so B Avenue Thrifter, there's your package. Looks really lovely with the way we've done the edges. I mean, isn't that nice? I just think that's fantastic. And we've got our packaging here. My ex was totally insulted when someone offered the senior discount. Do you think I'm that old? She was yelling at the cashier, and I was yelling at her to shut up because I was paying the discount. Oh, you know, the other day, what did I do the other day that I was buying cooking wine, like wine that you cook with. Well, I mean, it was wine, but I cook with it. And I never get carded. Never ever get carded at all with the hats. Like, I think people think I'm way older than I am. And this guy, he carded me. First time in months I had gotten carded. Let's see. Okay, this is going to be, we'll write B a little note. And we'll get this all packaged up. And you know what I think is really cool? Speaking of these earrings that I just packaged up, someone in the chat mentioned that you can use clip-on earrings for holding together paper. I think it was Heather from Antique Agenda. And wouldn't that be the coolest packaging if I could find a bunch of inexpensive clip-on earrings and they'd probably be like mismatched and use them to hold together my packaging? I just think that would be so fantastic. Whoever said that, and I'm pretty sure it was Heather, I think that's just a marvelous idea. Okay, we're going to get Nate's seal on here too, so that Nate's part of the party. And we got his in. And while that's drying, we'll catch up on chat. Yeah, more crafters. Katie, bye. And I can't wait to hear about the detached retina from seeing Lalik's jewelry creations. Start saving for that $90,000 brooch. Bye, Ricky. Thank you so much for all your wonderful comments and for coming in. And yes, I'll email you when I look at the Lalique. I can't wait to Google that because, oh my gosh, folks, that just sounds amazing. In fact, while that's drying, we can probably take a moment and look it up. Lalique. Let's see. Let me get the spelling just so. Lalique. Lalique. Jewelry. Oh, okay. It's here. Let's see. Vintage. Let me put in vintage because it's bringing up something else. Vintage. Oh my gosh. Here it is. Here's one of the pieces. Holy cow. Okay, folks, it's going to take a moment to. Here it is, The Birth of René Lalique. There it is, 1860. It says René Lalique was born in Champagne in the Marine region of France. Some years later, the Lalique family moved to Paris and continued to spend holidays in Champagne. René Lalique remained deeply attached to his birthplace throughout his life. So he started in 1885 in a Parisian workshop. And following the death of his father, Lalique became an apprentice to craftsman and jeweler Louis Arc. It was during this time that he learned jewelry making techniques while attending classes at des Arts Dégraphite in Paris. I'm probably not saying that correctly. I don't have the knack for the French accent. He then left for England, where he continued his studies for 2 more years. In 1885, after gaining recognition as an independent designer for some of the great jewelry houses, such as Jacques de Cartier, Boucheron, Lalique took over the workshop of jeweler Jules de Steppe on Place Guion in Paris. Wow, that is amazing. So let me show. Oh my gosh. Look at this, folks. Holy cow. Oh my gosh, that work is just absolutely fantastic. So this transition from jewelry to enamel and glass happened in 1890. Here's a photo of the workshop. Isn't that amazing, you guys? I did not know that. And then here's perfume bottles. That is absolutely fabulous. Oh my gosh, here's some more things. Renee Lalique. Holy cow. Look at the texture on the branches of the leaves and that delicate gold and oh my gosh. Okay, all of you guys are going to be on the hunt now for this Lalique jewelry too. That's just amazing. Hey, Catherine, welcome. Katie, Katie. That's what my grandparents would always sing to me. Wow, that is absolutely incredible. So I learned something new today, and that will be my latest. It would have to be a vintage party fun anecdote, but to tell about when I learned that Lalique also made jewelry. Who in the chat knew that? Am I late to the party, or am I arriving at the same time with all of you guys? That's what I want to know. So we got our beautiful packaging here. We've got our fun paper clip. We've got our fun note. We got the in and the vintage and vinyl. We've got our lovely wax seal box here, all going into the bubble mailer. And I'm going to package Angela's items up together because Angela's also getting a little bit of friend mail from me, just as a thank you because she mods for my sales. So I wanted to give Angela an extra little brooch for our brooch gang project, and just because she mods. So that will go in a separate box I'll package up a little later because I don't want her to see the surprise. I want it to be just that, a surprise. All right, so we got this. This is going to B. So thank you, B, so much. You're going to love this. All righty. And let's see. Oh, LaDonna knew about it. Oh, LaDonna is so smart. I tell you guys, if you ever need to know anything about anything, LaDonna knows what's up. LaDonna researches stuff, and her parents, I believe, also did antiques and vintage, and she is just extremely smart. So thanks, LaDonna, for sharing your input as well on that. And then, okay, Vinny didn't know. Let's see. Oh, you're close to France, so you knew about it too. Let's see. Gorgeous. I knew Lalique jewelry before I knew the rest. Very Parisian. Very, very cool, Heidi. I did not know that. That just blew my mind. Fantastic. Oh, wow. Okay, so I'm just arriving to the party then. But a few of you guys are arriving with me, so I feel better about that. Okay, so we've got for Angela, we have the butterfly and the beautiful sterling earrings. So I'm going to set those aside, and I will work on Angela's package just a little bit later. Now we'll package up the frog. The little frog guy, he's so cute. He's going to Kelly Michelle as a gift. And I have the most perfect thing for the frog. Isn't that going to be just lovely together? I think so. So we're going to package up the frog. We've got these perfect squares of bubble wrap. I don't know what my mom ordered that these came in, but I love when you do reselling or packaging of any kind and people start saving you boxes. It's not only my mom, but my friends are saving boxes now for me. I've got everybody on the hunt for boxes. And these little squares of bubble wrap are just so perfect for these brooches. So they're going to go in our little pouch. We've got this. I'm going to wrap up the live here soon, I think, because wow, we've been on for almost 3 hours. That's crazy. And we are almost done. We've just got a few more things left to package up here. So I'm going to get that done. I packaged up already quite a bit yesterday, or the day before yesterday. Whenever it was, I had 18 items, and I think Nate had 27 or 28 items. So we had quite a few items between the two of us for this sale. So there was a lot to package up. I have several Laliques and Sabano glass pieces. Wow, LaDonna. That's just incredible. LaDonna has such a great collection of stuff too. She really does. She beautiful, beautiful glass. I don't have any Lalique glass, but I did see a Lalique paperweight the other day. Vinny, what paperweight did we see together in Round Top? Was that Lalique too? We saw a really gorgeous paperweight. Now I can't remember who made it. It was not Murano, I can tell you that. And Murano glass is interesting. You know, Murano you really got to be careful with because a lot of times with Murano glass, it will say something to the effect of made near the island of Murano, but it will be in Italian, so it's you kind of got to really study that. You know, Murano is the world's number one most faked glass. So not everything is always Murano. I've learned that just through research and actually getting to travel to Murano and watch how some of the glass is made, which is just, if you ever get a chance to do that, is an absolutely amazing, mind-blowing, and gorgeous experience. Let's see. My mind is a blur from Round Top. Yeah, Round Top, we were all so busy doing so many things all at one time. Round Top's a lot of fun though. Okay, let's see what's here. Oh, well, we can do the key. We'll do the key here. All right, and then I'm going to wrap this live up, I think, after this last one. Yeah, you've got to hold it, Lavana says. Yes, I agree. You really got to hold it and study it in person. Been to Murano. It's amazing. Yes, it really is. Vinny says, I have a glass paperweight that says made in Murano, Italy, but isn't Murano. That is amazing, Vinny, that you're sharing that because it's so true. And it's sad that that's the case, but it's very true. Yeah, they did make fake stickers. There's just tons of these stickers. And you know, one of the things that I learned because I bought a piece of Murano, but not actually on the island of Murano because of course everything there is insanely expensive. So when you go back to Venice and some of those other places, you can get little items that say like made near the island of Murano or on the island of Murano. And one of the things I bought was I just liked it and it was very inexpensive and it was this colored little shot glass. And I'm sure the glass part might have been made in Murano, but they painted with like glass paint. You can tell it's painted, the colored little windows that make this beautiful shot glass. And I think it was £6 maybe not pounds. That's British money, euros, €6. It wasn't very expensive, but and I still have the little price tag on the bottom. But if you read the sticker carefully, yes, it's not truly Murano. So that's that. All right, let's get this together here. This is the little frog, and this was a gift for Kelly Michelle. So Kelly is going to get this beautiful little frog. Kelly, Pam's daughter, absolutely loves frogs. She is a big fan of frogs, and she's got a gorgeous frog garden outside in her yard. So I think she's really going to like this. And we'll put Nate's little inn there. Look how nicely this came together. I think that is just really fantastic. That worked out so well. Yeah, Vinny, how did you find that out? Find out about the paperweight. It has a sticker. It has a different sticker, I think. Yeah, I'd be interested how you found that out. Oh, really? They sell fake stickers. Oh my gosh, that's fascinating, Tiger. Very fascinating. All right, so this is probably the most perfect inn that we have done all day. That looks really nicely. It looks really nicely done. Okay. And we're going to send this to Kelly and say, this was a gift. From dear Angela's Vintage. Enjoy. Okay, and we got our little fun card. We'll go with a white paper clip this time. I don't think the white paper clips have been getting used as much, so you got to use them up. They're still paper clips and they do a good job. That is so interesting, Vinny, about that paperweight. Ooh. All right, let's see here. What do we have? This is going to Kelly Michelle. And if it's something that has been bought for somebody else, I put the person's name that it was bought for. And then I put gift from Angela. That way, when I'm working on finishing invoices, I know what I'm doing here. The little labels make everything so much easier for me. What did Poodle say? Poodle said something interesting, I bet. Okay, I'm trying to catch up on chat, folks. Let's see. I'll show you the paperweight at our sale on Saturday. Awesome, Vinny. I would really love to see it. And I would love for you to add some education into your sale, too, because I'm sure people would be interested in it. Yeah, they really do take pride in their work. And it's incredible. True Murano is thousands of dollars to buy on the island of Murano, at least when I was there. All right, folks, I think we're going to wrap up this live. It has been so wonderful hanging out with all of you this afternoon. I've got just two more things left to be packaged. One of them is Angela's, which I've got some other things to add to it. And we've got one other special lady that's going to get a little bonus from Nate because she won a giveaway. And Nate wanted to pick out something else to go with the giveaway because it was one of his friends from the community. So that will be packaged up and sent separately. But thank you guys so much for coming to this live today, hanging out. Hey, Amy. Amy's just popping in. Welcome, welcome. Amy came to our sale. Amy's a dear friend of Nate, so I'm so glad to have you, Amy. I'm sorry that you're just catching me at the tail end of this, but you can go back and watch the replay. So this was just a fun afternoon spending time with all of you guys. Hopefully you got to see a little bit of how I package things, how long it takes me. We've done 10 packages, I think, during this live, and we are now almost 3 hours in. So with all the special packaging, it does take me quite a while to do, but I really enjoy doing it. I love putting all the things together with all of you guys and hanging out. It's just always so much fun. And I will have all the invoices going out this evening, so be on the lookout for that. If you haven't already gotten one, don't panic. They are coming, and they'll be done this evening. I'll take a little dinner break, and then I'll be right back at all of the invoicing and packaging here. So thank you guys so much for coming. I won't have a video out this week because I am still recovering from this sinus junk, and of course, catching up on all things life that I missed last week. But I will have a really exciting video coming out for you next Wednesday, this coming Wednesday. So stay tuned for that, because I have all the stuff from the theater. So if you've been following my San Marco theater journey, I take you on a very in-depth tour of the inside of the theater. I interview some theater patrons. I show you the last day, the last showing of the movie that they had there that I went to. So I've got a whole fun theater vlog coming out with a great kind of way to honor San Marco Theater. So stay tuned for that. Gorgeous Art Deco architecture. You won't want to miss it. It will be just amazing. Coming out next Wednesday, I'll run it as a premiere. That premiere will be at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time here on my channel, so come back for that. And for just a little bonus content this week, enjoy replaying this live. I hope all of you guys stay safe from the weather. And as always, binge YouTube. Bye-bye, everybody.